Hey guys, NovaJoe here again, this time with a review for the rare game Battletoads, the NES version. This review comes as a request from a longtime friend of mine named Noel. Noel is not only a friend but a NES gaming master. Spent many years playing NES games with Noel, and this guy is one of the best. I've watched him clear Castlevania and Mega Man in one sitting, so he's just one of the best. So I appreciate him asking me to do a review of Battletoads for him. Battletoads is a game that has been around since 1991. It was first released for the NES, and then to subsequent other systems such as the Sega Mega Drive, Sega Genesis, Game Gear, as well as the Game Boy. Battletoads was popular enough over the years to spawn 5 other Battletoads games, that being Battletoads and Battlemaniacs, which was released for the Super NES and Sega Master System, Battletoads and Double Dragon, which was a crossover game, and it was released for the NES, the Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, Super NES, as well as the Game Boy. And then the final Battletoads game that was released was Battletoads Arcade, which was released in 1994 and is also included on the Rare Replay game, which is where this game is coming from. This game, as well as Battletoads Arcade, are included on the Rare Replay game that was just released a month or so ago, which I highly recommend everybody picking up because it has 30 hit games from Rare's past, and the Battletoads games are just 2 of the many that are on there. Anyway, getting back to the game here, for those of you who have never played Battletoads, it is a classic game in regards to NES difficulty. Anybody who has ever been able to clear Battletoads deserves some kind of award because it is one of the toughest games that I myself have ever played. You will see here as the gameplay moves on, this is me playing. You're going to see me die over and over and over again, and I have only ever been able to get to the 3rd level, which is called the Turbo Tunnel, which is infamous for how difficult it is to get through. If you all want to see a review of somebody get through it, look up on YouTube, look up Bootsy Beats. That's Bootsy Beats, Bootsy Beats. And he's a gamer who is one of the greatest I've ever seen, and he is able to go through Battletoads without a problem. Getting back to the original Battletoads here, which I won't be covering Battletoads Arcade in this, I'll just be looking at the original NES version. This game, I remember from being a kid. I can remember some kids having it, and this game, like many others for the NES, was just pure difficult. But as a kid, you didn't really care. The difficulty was there, and that's what you expected out of NES games. You didn't expect them to be easy. You didn't expect to have games handed to you like a lot of them are today. And it was nothing to have a game for years and only be able to beat the first couple levels on it. And Battletoads is one of those games. It's one that I, as a kid, there was no way I could beat it. And as an adult, I still can't beat it. So to meet a kid in the past who could finish this game and do it in the limited amount of continues you have is a moment that you need to remember, because finding a kid that could do it, and this game came out when I was 12 years old and I could not do it then, and I still can't do it now. So in this review, you're only going to see me going over the first 3 levels because that's as far as I can make it. Anyway, guys, what you're looking at now is the 2nd level of this game, which it's fairly simple. The first level is a little difficult, and the 2nd level is a little bit more difficult, but they're doable. It's once you get to the 3rd mission onwards is where it gets extremely hard. Excuse me, guys. I've been under the weather lately, so I'm going to be doing some coughing probably through this review. Getting to the story of this game, Battletoads is basically 3 amphibians who are going up against the Dark Queen. That's about all I can tell you of the story. This is an NES game. I never really cared much for the story. Just played them for what they were. As graphics go, for an NES game, this was a great looking game for the NES. Had bright, vivid colors. Had some awesome environments. And especially when the attack animations were amazing in this. They were just funny. I mean, if you're punching somebody, all of a sudden on that final punch your fist will become this giant fist, or you'll kick somebody and your foot will turn into a gigantic boot. And as you were seeing in the little tunnel as we were going down, you can turn into like a wrecking ball and smash into different things. So this game had a lot of character going for it. It had, and the frogs in here were basically like giant caricatures, in my opinion. The sound was great in this game. My favorite part is when you pause it. That music is so catchy when you pause the game. So if y'all ever get a chance to play this, just pause it and tell me that music isn't catchy, because it is. Gameplay wise, this is a mixture. It's a standard beat 'em up mixed with some, I don't even know what you would describe it. Basically, like there's some first person aspects and you're throwing rocks at a boss, and the boss is like in first person and you're throwing rocks at the screen. So it's got some neat little camera tricks that they did back for an old NES game. Also, it's got some, as you'll see here in just a minute, it's got some vehicle levels where you run around in these little vehicles and try to get through the level. The only vehicle you're going to see here is what's on the turbo tunnel, because that's as far as I could get, guys. But gameplay wise, it's what you would call your typical beat 'em up. It's just got, you basically have a jump button and an attack button, and you double tap forward and you'll run. And as you can see there, double tapping forward and running doesn't always guarantee that you're going to land on the platform that you want to be on. This game requires precision. It requires you to be focused. It requires you to be spot on. I watched a review of this game, or a little documentary of this game from one of the game developers, and they were talking about the guy who made it. When he was designing this game, he continued to tweak it. He would beat it. He got so good he could beat it, but he would tweak it to make it so difficult to where, like, you had to be pixel perfect with your punches. You had to be spot on with this jump. You had to be spot on with that jump. You had to, there was like no room for error in this game. And because of that, this game is not for everybody. This game can turn some people off just because it is difficult to get through. It's not a piece of cake. And I can pretty much tell you that I will probably never beat it in my entire life. I'm not even going to try. Just because I have attempted it many times and I'm not dedicated enough to stick through it. Not to mention I got 3 kids, so it's kind of hard to find that time anymore. But if you can beat this game, you are a gaming whiz. And this is coming from a guy who has also beaten Mega Man and Castlevania and some of the other difficult games, and was able to get through them and they were difficult to get through, but nothing like this. Nothing like this at all. Anyway, guys, I highly recommend you go out and pick up Rare Replay. It's only on the Xbox One. Because you will get this game and you'll get Battletoads Arcade. I've got video recorded for Battletoads Arcade, and I may do a video for it as well. A little review, a little mini review, so just keep watching. You may see a little review for that come up. But anyway, I just want to shout out to my friend Noel, say, buddy, it was great gaming with you all those years as a kid, and this game is a testament to many hours of sitting down with you and watching you blow through games that I never in my wildest dreams would ever be able to get through. So I have really enjoyed doing this review at your request. Hope your kids like it, and I hope anybody else who watches this review likes it. It's a fun game, guys. Give it a try. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but guys, it's just a testament to NES gaming history. So to end this review, I say keep on gaming, guys, and God bless.